Hello, this is Cuckoo, and today I want to show you this. It's upside down. This is the Novation Circuit from Novation. I made a full sample-based drum pack for this, based on these little guys. That's right. I sampled actually all of the pocket operators, not just these four, the other ones too. The Office and the Arcade. Yeah, I sampled all of them and remastered them and made a selection of the sounds that I think go well together, and then packed it into a sample drum pack for the circuit. And you can get 64 samples into it, but actually the whole sample library that I made is 737 samples, and I'll ship it with the whole pack here. So the pack that I specifically made for the circuit, 64 samples right there, just uploaded, and it's right ready to go. But you also get access to all the other samples as well. But I haven't remastered them; they're just raw samples. And I also made 32 synth engine synth engine patches. The synth engine has something that I was very curious to check out. Actually, that's the main reason why I got this, is because it's a very rich wavetable synth engine in it. So you got a number of wavetable selections in there, and you can sort of move between different settings in the wavetables. And the thing with wavetable is that if you treat it like a really raw waveform, it kind of sounds a bit gritty, especially if you pitch it down. Then the wavetable sounds like an old school sample or something. So I was very curious to see if I could get this specific wavetable sound out of the circuit, and I think I could. So in not all of the patches I'm doing that, but I try to make like a package of patches that sound unique to the circuit. I don't try to do like virtual analog synthesizer style patches, but I try to make it unique to the Novation Circuit. And the wavetable is one thing that I find a bit unique here, and another thing is there is like a chorus effect that works like a micro delay reverb or something. That also kind of specific sounding effect. So without further ado, let me just go through the sound and make a little jam in there, and then everyone who supports me at Patreon, no matter how much or little you support me with, everyone has access to all of my downloads, including this new one. So if you're keen on this and other samples or other packs as well, please consider supporting me at Patreon. Okay, let's show you what it's all about. Okay, so here we are, the circuit. I'm going to turn it on and just go through the sounds and the whole pack in terms of the drum samples and the synths. Okay, let's do it. So the first thing I want to do is to make sure I'm on an empty session. You can see the not lit pads, they're empty. If I want to make sure it's empty, I could do this, clear, and do that, and it's empty. Okay, so, and then to play the synths, we go here, synth 1 and synth 2. And to play the drums and program the drums, you go here, drum 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want to do first is just go through the sounds of the drums. So pick a drum track and press shift and pick a drum track. Because if I just pick a drum track like that, I'm just going to program it. So there are two patterns going on here. One up here and one on down here. It's like a 16 2-track thing going on. So if I do this, yeah, okay. So I'm just showing you some basics now. It's not going to be a tutorial. It's all about the sounds. So, but if I press shift and drum 1, I get to select the sound of drum 1, and also I can listen to it at the same time. So these are the samples that I prepared for the circuit from the pocket operators. So here we go. Kick drums on the first row, snare drums on the second row, and these are a mix from all of the pocket operators, and I try to balance them so it makes sense to play like together. Yeah, and the next row kind of toms, and then some musical tonal things here. Okay, this last row arpeggio chords from the arcade, I think. And you notice now, if you count this, just 32, but all of the drums have access to two banks, like the octave down bank and the octave up bank. This is number 1 to 32 and 33 to 64. So in the second bank, this is hi-hats. It's a glitch. The next row, I couldn't find any typical crashes. Just one crash cymbal in there. Here's a cowbell. That's sort of a, I don't know. Here, yeah, some tom, I guess. And I like this sample. I think it should be part of a kit. And then this scratching. So a little bit of mix there. And now, and then the third row, percussive clicks and stuff. And some tonal things here. Basically effects and clicks. The last row, mostly tonal things. Yeah, so these are the samples, they're in there. And now we're on drum 1, so basically what we're doing right now is just selecting what drum we want on drum 1. Shift on drum 1, select this kick for instance. And then I'm going to just press it, instead of shift pressing, press it. Now I can start programming. And drum 1 can be accessed through this row. The samples can be changed with like this. This is pitch. This is length, full length, short length. This is like overdrive. And this is like brightness. Yeah, sort of a filter. Okay. And it's not a tutorial, I just want to show you something that's very, very important. And it's that even though we just picked one sample there, shift, and if I press another sample now, it's going to play this. But if I record me switching samples, I'm actually recording the different samples. So now I press record and play, and now it's just doing this. Yeah, but if I record that, yeah, and I could record like the pitch, the length. So this way I could play many more samples per track than it's set up to work in the first place. So this is a very good thing. What I usually start with is to go to this track and just make a metronome for myself, and then go to some other track that I want to sequence, rehearse a bit, like I could hear now that automation is actually there, patterns and clear. So yeah, something like that. Okay. And now we've got a thing going. So just a very, very quick thing. I can't help it. I just want to show you all how it all works, but I'm going to do that in a separate video. Okay. Now it's all about the sounds, but it's good to have like a track going when I showcase the synths. Okay, so head over to synth now, and same thing here. To select a synth, shift, press the synth, and now it's lighting up here, and it's the same thing here. It's like the octave down bank and the octave up bank. So 1 through 32, 33 through 64. Gonna start here, and yeah, pick the first one, and then press synth and play it. And it responds to velocity actually. I didn't think that at first. And I've set up all the sounds to respond to velocities to some extent. Nothing dramatic, but at least some, maybe some filter opening and some volume, but not too much though. So this sound, these are like parameter group modulations. So there are 8 knobs up for grabs when I'm designing a sound. And after I made a couple of sounds, I kind of made them work similar to each other so that I could always find it. But the first couple of patches, they're a bit different in what I put on what knobs. So let's just try some knobs and see what happens. So I'm fading in the overtone, fading out and in the sine. This. There is a special thing in this synthesizer called V-Sync, I think. Actually, I don't really know exactly what it's doing, but you know, it's finding these overtones in the spectrum up when you mess around with the V-Sync. And this is a feature that it's available on all. Yeah, it's nothing you have to select to have this feature. It's one of the base function of the synth engine. Yeah, this is like overdrive on the, yeah, there's like a vibrato for both of them. Here's another V-Sync on the sine wave. And this is a crazy, it's actually a chorus that you could use as a sort of delay, or like a micro delay reverb, I think would be a correct term here, as well as doing some modulations. Okay, the last one, there's a bit reduction. Oh, wait a second, They're 2-bit reduction. One is bit reduction, and the other one is I actually have to check it. Sample rate and bit depth. So I always forget which one is which. I think this is sample rate on the master. Okay. So if I make a little tune to this. Okay, like that. I'm gonna go in the mixer and turn down the drums a bit. And now, with all these parameters, I mean, you could use them live and do stuff live, but you could also record them. And that's, I think, what gives this a special flavor, where you can access all these morphings that you've set up to do stuff like this. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. So if I now, let's try another sound. Just gonna sit, yeah. Yeah, recording, yeah, good. Next sound, this one. Actually, I've got a name for all of the sounds. I'm just gonna read the names out. First sound was called Sine Tub, and now the second sound is called Bleepanon. And what I've been looking for with the circuit is to find these clearly digital sounds. It is a very digital synthesizer. It's not trying to be an analog, an analog synth. But so I'm trying to find the digital identity of the circuit with many of these patches. So here are some modulations, fullness and thinness, the V-sync, release time, pitch down, swell, pitch up, crazy reverb, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna make a longer sequence now. Pattern, press both of these. It's gonna start on this one and go to that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and Okay, next sound, number 3 is called Crushed Heart. Let's change the scale. Now you can hear I'm kind of digging into that crispy, gritty sample land. The next one is called Filter Piano. So let's see what parameters I've got here. Okay, the next one is called Feck. There we go. Let's change the scale a bit. Maybe some other scale. So kind of a string. Not a string, but okay, let's make a little sequence there. Patterns, this one, clear it, and so now, by now it sounds kind of stale, but it's all about how you punch in these effects. Okay, this is the bass. Okay. The next sound is called let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tub bub, and yeah, pattern clear. Here I'm also playing around with that chorus delay. Yeah, okay. Next one is called buffer. Sharpness, some bit reduction thing. Yeah, something like that. Okay, the next sound, number 8, is called ployoing. Sounds like this. Change the scale just for variation. Portamento. Sorry, I got carried away there. Okay, the next sound is called number 9, bastel. Actually, I find it very heavy in the bass register. There is like an EQ and the filter is kind of bass ready. So you could do stuff with the bass frequencies that I find quite nice actually. So let's see what parameters we've got here. So this is where it sounds really sample-like. Like, listen to this. Because it's a wavetable, right? It has this sample feel when you pitch it. So this is the filter. It has a real sweet spot in the bass register, I think, this filter. Yeah, so this, okay, let's make a little bass line just to make it. Patterns, clear, synth, another scale. Okay. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, I think it's kind of fat. Actually, I'll save it there and then go over to Synth Engine 2 and continue there. So now we're at number 9, right? So go to Synth Engine 2 and go to number 10. So sorry, because they're using the different banks, right? So I go to bank, octave down, and number 10. Just gonna check if that is the same sound now. Yeah. So synth. Number 11. No, number 10 is called Bintendo. Maybe a little loud in the mix. Turn it down a bit. So this is the, what's it called again? Wave. What's it called? The wave width, the modulation width, pulse width. Thank you. I kind of wanted it to sound a little bit like an old Nintendo Entertainment System. And by the way, I'm playing in the scale now. You know, I can't play any notes outside of the scale unless I press the scale and go to this last scale here. This last scale is the chromatic. So then I can suddenly play all the. And also I can press shift and note to access twice as many notes. But it's a little bit difficult at first because you're used to the black keys being, you know, between, but now it's straight up, so it's a bit strange. So we got a filter, you know, it doesn't sound like a Nintendo if it's a filter, but I put it there regardless. put this there, just to have it. Got carried away again. The next sound, that's Nintendo. The next sound, number 11, is called Flint. And these are the parameters. Yeah, I think it sounds cool. You know, actually, I'm showing you these sounds in the order that I made them. And after some time, you know, I started to find these, you know, the joy in this clearly digital sound. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I think it's lovely the way you could. And then there is an effect track, you know, so I could I could slap on some reverb here, for instance. Okay, next sound, where am I? Here, number 12. This is called Square Root. And I'm gonna just turn off that effect for now. So basically a very clear square with some samples kind of style grit. And also the pulse width. With the grit. Maybe actually with that reverb again. With some release. it. I like it. And without that effect. And listen to this bass when you get down with a wavetable on that. It just sounds ridiculously cool and gritty. And if I take away that gritty, it's still, yeah, and the bit crusher thing. This is like a layer of another wavetable that I pitch even lower. Okay, the next one is called Moonstone. There are some kind of vocal things in there, and they're not format filters or vocal synthesis. It's vocal wavetables, and many. I'm not sure if all of the wavetables, but most of the wavetables have got several iterations that you can move between. So this. Yeah, this one is morphing between different vocal wavetables. And this is a vibrato or a tremolo on that parameter. I think it sounds old school. It reminded me, when I made the sound, reminded me of an old game for the Amiga called Moonstone, with some old monks or something chanting. I can't remember the sound of the song, but just it had this, yeah. Okay, shift and synth, and let's change the patch again to fakeness. This is also an attempt to make like a Nintendo sound, and this time, you know, I love this bass sound that's basically a triangle at a lower bitrate, like a hacked triangle that looks like a staircase in the waveform on the Nintendo 8-bit system. And it's very difficult to make that sound again because it's so distinct, this kind of triangle staircase thing. But I've tried anyway to make something that sounds similar to that. So here I've put, you know, on the Nintendo it's just that and nothing else. It just sounds, it has one sound when you use that sound. But here I've put some strange things. In it. Are you starting to see the patterns, right? So basically, modulation on the first sound, modulation on the second operator, probably, or something, sound modulation on these two. This is most of the time release time. This is most of the time a filter. This is most of the time a vibrato. This is most of the time a pitch, a crazy thing. This is most of the time a reverb, that chorus reverb delay thing. Now it's just a chorus. This is most of the time a combination of chorus and bit rate and stuff. Now it's a crazy. Yeah. Okay. I really like how it turned out. It sounds actually quite similar to the real thing, but yeah. Okay. The next one, number 15, is called Lissy. Yeah, that's a nice sound. Lissy. And number 16 is called Hilde. It's like a Norwegian name, a female name. There's some similarities between these two last patches because I started with Lissy and then I made a new version of that, starting with the same patch and changing it. Okay, so time to change page to octave up, because now I did like this because I put you know, when you upload the patches to your circuit, you could put them wherever you want in the memory using the app, but I put them like on page 1 I put them up here, and on page 2 I put them up here, so these are still free to, in both of the pages. The lower 2 rows are free to put other patches, you know, the stock patches are quite nice as well. So we'll go here. This is technically patch number 33 now. It's called Samplam, and it sounds like this. Each synth layer has got its own MIDI channel, so if I play this from a keyboard, I could play, I think, 6 notes on each synth simultaneously, I think. So, 1, 2, yeah, after you reach 6, it starts to steal voices. So, this makes it, if you like this kind of sound, it makes it a really nice little module, a sound synth module for if you want to play keys. Or you could just learn how to play with these these buttons. Okay, the next sound is called number 34. It's called Mermaids. And mermaids, they sound like this when they try to catch you down in the deep waters. I'm gonna change to scale now. Maybe this one. See what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay. The next sound is called number 35, Voxic, and it sounds like this. It's like the worst place to play it. So this, here's some grittiness. And you know, when you get these patches, load them up into the editor and change the waveforms, and suddenly it's doing this thing but with another wavetable, and that could be a cool starting point for a new sound. Yeah. So the next sound, number 36, is called Schmat. Time for a new scale. In this sound, I put a sort of delay in the sound. It's not the delay engine. I can turn it up here. This could be nice with a reverb. Yeah. And the next sound is called Quack, number 37. Let's find another scale, like something crazy. What's this? Let's try it. It's also based on that kind of delay thing. It's actually an LFO applied to the volume. Okay, the next sound, number 38, is called Bambalam. Reason why I have these extreme vibrato is because I think it's super fun to punch it in suddenly. So if I make a little recording here again, clear. One, two, three, and. Maybe not the best demonstration in the world, but you know, I still find it a lot of fun to just suddenly make variations like that. So the next sound, number 39, is called bubbles. No, yeah, bubbles. New scale. So just pick something, see what it sounds like. I'm making a V-sync thing with an LFO. Okay, that's bubbles. The next one, number 40, is called ogre. It's an organ. Yeah, it's an organ. Yeah, I like it. So the next one, number 41, is called fail piano. If you're used to designing sounds, you probably head into this problem that you're starting to make a piano, which you think is going to be a piano, and then you end up with something that's totally not a piano. This is one of these occasions. So this is a failed piano. And I'm gonna make the chromatic thing again. Yeah, so musically, I think it sounds interesting down here. Okay, the next sound, number 42, is called Mitch, and it sounds like this. No, it doesn't, because you didn't play it. Okay, here we go. So some noise here. moving around in the VSync. Or actually, it's probably the wavetable. Okay, yeah, that's Mitch. The next one is called number 43, Banked. And it's meant to be a bass. And it sounds a bit similar to Mitch. Mitch and Banked are actually brothers. But this one is tuned more towards the bass. What you're able to do here is produce like a rich and full bass, but still have fluffy overtones, because you can actually choose how you want the filter to be applied. So right now the filter is being applied on one sound, but not the noise, or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe it's just a bassy patch. Yeah, and then there is an EQ, a master EQ on every sound as well. 3-band. Okay, the next sound is called Kota-chan. Kota-chan sounds like this. So that's Kota-chan. And the next one, number 45, is called Pia. And Pia sounds like this. Okay, yeah. The next one, number 46, is called Nästan. Sounds like this. And here I'm playing around with LFOs affecting the two different oscillators volume to create rhythms. So oscillator 1, oscillator 2. This is like the release. That's the pitch of oscillator 2. And this is actually tuned to the tempo. So if I turn the tempo up, it's faster. So the tempo down. I find it kind of interesting. Shift and synth. The next one is called Bettan, and Bettan, she sounds like this. It's based on the same idea. Yeah, the next one, the last one, is called Benny. Benny sounds like this. Kind of the hiss level. Variation. Pitch. I think I was looking to make the ultimate bass sound, like. Yeah, so there you go. These are all the sounds in my pack. So I call the samples, the rhythm, for POC. It's like pocket operator Cuckoo or pocket operator circuit. And I call all the synth packs for C circle. Yeah, gotta give it a name, you know. So what else? What else? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, these are all the sounds. Maybe I should just make a small jam from nothing again, just to see. Okay, sessions, clear, dish. Now it's gone. Let's take it again. Go in here. This is like a default sound, I think. So which one? Yeah, let's take the last sound there. This one, the epic bass. Okay, let's start with that. Well, first I'm gonna pick some drums. Gonna make a little metronome for myself and faster, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make this pattern 4 patterns long, and yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna fix this. And I'm gonna fix it again because of the gate. No, it was actually short. And this one. Okay, yeah, that's good. Then you need like a chord or something. I don't know, I don't remember. Now this is a good contrast to that sample style thing. Okay. Oh, had to make it longer. Pattern, clear and dish. I select a range like this. Okay. Yeah. So 4. And okay. Maybe a bit massive. Okay, I made a little mistake there. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and. This is a terrible line. Gonna nudge it. Now I gotta change it. Yeah, there you go. You know. Phone is ringing. Gonna take it later. Okay, there you go. So anyone who's interested in these patches, please come to my Patreon site, and it's easy to register. You can donate whatever you want, and it's every time I release a pack or a video or a tutorial. It's like what's it called, a subscription-based crowdfunding. But it's not really crowdfunding. I mean, traditionally, crowdfunding is done after, before you're trying to make something. But for this kind of service, it's afterwards. So I release a pack, and then you get access to it if you are one of my patrons. So there you go. And realistically speaking, I think it's probably one of the cheapest ways to download any package, provided that you like them. I don't know, the prices of downloads, it's a bit higher than just the price that you want to pay. I mean, you can donate like $1, $2, $3, $10, it's up to you, but everyone has got access to my downloads, future, current and past downloads. I'm a bit tired. So I feel like I'm rambling, and I should probably just quit it and say peace out, everyone. Thank you all for watching this. And the circuit, I was a bit skeptical, to be honest. It sounded, yeah, I was curious and a bit skeptical, and then I went into it and I noticed this. Why was I skeptical? Because I'm a bit fed up with synths trying to do virtual analog sounds. I'm a bit fed up with it, and not that it can't be great. It can be great, sure, it can be great. I'm just a bit tired of it. But when I dove into this Circuit synth engine, I found that you can sort of do that, but there's actually this fun kind of sample sounding wavetable landscape that really intrigued me. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. Cool. Peace out, everyone. Stay cuckoo. Go to my Patreon site, support me there. I appreciate it more than you know. This is what I do for a living now, creating patches, creating tutorials, and hopefully going out playing more music and releasing more music soon. I couldn't be doing that without all of your support. So thank you so much, everyone who supports me. It means a lot to me. Peace out, everyone. See you soon.